During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against a culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A, always, B, aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday, middle of the week for you. It's Revenge of the Sis. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez joining you on this lovely Wednesday where it's cold as fuck across the country for no reason, no explanation.
Really weird.
But we're going to get through it.
It was not. It was actually 90 degrees on the weekend here, and it was fucking brutal. Like, I was contemplating going in the pool, and then just yesterday I go outside. I'm like, is it 40 degrees?
It was cold.
What the fuck?
It was cold.
That's cold for us, by the way. Shut up.
It was cold. I went outside last night for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, this is cold. I'm going to go back.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So I was playing that. Remember I told you about that game, the video game, Dawn of Man?
Yes.
So I bought this game, guys, on Steam. It's only $21 called Dawn of Man. I thought it was fucking cool. Like, it's like Civilization, but just the prehistoric age.
Right.
So it's like, you know, it's less time covered, but it's like way more in depth for that time period. I'm like, this is kind of neat. I played it for like 3 hours last night. Nothing's happening. Nothing ever happens in the game. Like, you just
stay there,
gather berries and shit. Like,
that's it.
Yeah, like I keep building things, building the tech tree. I'm like, all right. So do we have an antagonist? Do we have a equal?
Are you sure you didn't just get Farming Simulator?
What it feels like, dude.
Okay,
it feels like Farmville, but like with cavemen. And I'm like, I was under the impression that there would be like another tribe of prehistoric people in this same limited map area, and that eventually there would be some sort of a clash, some sort of thing that happens in the game, but I'm still like hunting boar and just gathering berries.
You want a fun throwback game for you to play that you could probably get for free now? Remember Spore?
Yeah, Spore was all right.
Spore was fun.
All right.
I enjoyed that.
But this is like, I'm like, why am I making all these bone spears and fucking archery? I mean, these bow and arrows, there's nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? I don't know what
I mean, maybe at some point you get attacked.
I played for a while last night.
And still nothing?
There was like a raider attack. Like once in a while, like 4 dudes will show up and be like, wow, we're going to steal your shit. And you kill them, and then that's it. And that happens randomly sometimes, but that's it. There's no, like, I thought it was going to be like, all right, we're going to get those cavemen over there because those cavemen are slightly darker than us and worship a different god. We need to kill these people and take all of their food.
What's that city called? Detroit? Yeah, we're going in.
And it's like, I'm like, it's just like 2.5 hours I played last night. I'm like, I'm still going to give it another shot tonight. I'm still going to play Berry Gathering Simulator, but it looks like.
By the way, there's this game called Rape Day that's on Steam that everyone's. I mean, I'm not even playing videos of it on purpose. I'm not going to even touch because I have a feeling this game's going to be like that other game, the one with Moon Man in it. that they even talk about it. They were popping people for it, so I'm not even going to play it. But what is this rape game? Like, you could actually rape people? Rape day. Here, let me see. Rape day. Rape day. It just said, "Did you mean R. Kelly?" That's weird.
You got to, but the piss is downloadable content. You got to get the P DLC and oh boy, oh no,
What?
oh boy, I'm sending it to you now. I'll send you the link. Apparently, all right. So you know how there's been a lot of internet drama with everybody. Well, apparently, you know how Andy Worski moved in with Ethan Ralph in one of the most ghetto cities in the nation.
Yes.
Richmond, Virginia. Well, I'm sending you a link now. I guess apparently people are finding out where they are. And
Oh, no. And what are they doing?
somebody called the McDonald's that Andy Worski was eating at and got him chased out of there by black people. said he was a white supremacist and he's eating in their McDonald's.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's like an hour and 7 minutes in. And let me give you the exact time. 1 hour, 7 minutes, 30 seconds in. It's apparently just happened today. You don't tell people where you're streaming from, ever.
So you said an hour.
Yeah,
Okay, right here. Right should be fine, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Fucking. Hello, MZ. I see you're coming through.
You can hear the phone going off in the background.
Okay, we're gonna have to go with the other.
Like, phones never ring in a
Apparently
McDonald's.
my main
Get my food
calling
in a
thing is
second
not
here.
working.
I can't lose this spot, though.
So this isn't from Andy's stream. This is from Dispatch. Dispatch is a guy that's had a lot of issues with these guys lately.
McDonald's Southside Plaza.
Hi, is there a man in a blue jacket, white T-shirt, unshaven, dark hair? He's with Unite the Right. He is a strong white supremacist, and he's in there to try and cause.
Who did this?
This is a guy Dispatch. He's apparently got beef with Worski and Ralph. But it's still goddamn.
Holy shit.
He figured out which McDonald's he was at using Google Maps. Just kept calling McDonald's till he found the one he was at, and then said he was a violent white supremacist.
As a protest
In a McDonald's in Richmond, Virginia. It's probably all black people in there.
today. I'm just trying to give you a heads up that you might not want to serve him or offer him any services in there.
And you say he has on what? Say it again.
Blue jacket, white T-shirt,
This is so
dark hair.
uncomfortable.
He's wearing sunglasses.
Oh, this is so uncomfortable to
All right,
watch.
thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right.
Who's he calling? Who does he know who to call right now? He doesn't even know where I am.
Oh,
Zoom's
no.
behind me.
What the fuck?
Stop, guys.
It is shit. People saying it's funny. It's also shitty. Obviously, it's shitty. It's obviously shitty, but it's a thing that happened. We have to play this right now. Oh, fuck.
That's fucked up, man.
Stop.
Oh shit!
You guys, I'm eating McDonald's. What am I doing?
It gets louder in
Joe,
the
I'm making sure
background.
that it's not cutting out. Hey guys, stop. 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 Stop.
Just
Stop.
listen to what's going on in the background.
And of course, look what they're typing in the chat, which makes it worse. A bunch of N-bombs.
It's not funny, okay? I'm not acting afraid. Wow, I can't fuck out of here. For what? Holy shit.
Add that you're calling on behalf of Right Wing Watch.
Don't show
Ooh,
them
good one.
fear. top every day. No, not that.
Apparently, Dispatch tried to get Ralph's subscribers fired from their jobs. He's in SJW.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's not a jerk off. I'm laughing at the clip. Trolita sent us the clip. It's newsworthy. We're playing a clip. I kind of know he is, I kind of don't. I'm playing a funny clip. If you guys want to take this whole debate, the finer points of this debate, and save it for later, for somebody else's gay stream where a bunch of autistic guys in gaming headsets talk about other people. We just wanted to play this clip because it's funny. You can save the Spurgery for, there's so many, dude, we have had this discussion, there's so many other Spurg streams where they literally spend 5 hours going, well, I think Mr. Medicare probably drives a 2017 Acura. I think I know a lot about Mr. Medicare, and I think he would have a cream-colored interior with a nice, like, they just sit around and talk about how they imagine these guys' lives are. That's for you guys. We just want to play this clip because Andy Worski is in an all-black McDonald's, and everybody thinks he's a white nationalist. Of course we're going to play the clip.
Where's my fucking food? Stop me, yo.
This is morally wrong. We know, faggot.
Just take off my coat. What do I feel like?
He's not gonna get killed.
By the way, like I said, he's not going to get killed. Yeah. In that area, you might get killed.
Yeah, I don't. Richmond, for those of you folks that don't know Richmond, Virginia, it is the actual East Coast hub for Greyhound. It's the Greyhound main.
Ooh la la.
I know, fancy.
I know we purposely skipped staying there when we went up to fucking DC.
Because
I know.
Royce doesn't have a lot of experience being a disgustingly poor person. I've been like disgustingly street person poor. So like a lot of times when we're on like these I-95 trips, I come in handy because Royce will go, yeah, it seems like a nice enough town. And I'm like, nope. We're going to keep, this is a Greyhound town. We're not staying here. You go to the really quiet town where there's nothing. But yeah, this is, Richmond's not a good place. Because when you get out to like, everybody stops in Richmond. You know, obviously it's a big hub. So you'll stop. There's nowhere to get food. Like you go to downtown Richmond, there's no food. There's it's just disgusting. You have to buy terrible sandwiches from the Greyhound branded deli. That's like, and it's horrible. Like when you walk outside, it's like Fayetteville, North Carolina. You're like, oh, this is gross. Everything's boarded up.
Oh my god.
He's making it worse by like looking around like this. I said that he was
guys in the chat. This is not funny.
that he was with the alt-right. He's a white supremacist, and he said that he lives in like an all-black neighborhood or something like that.
Oh, here we go. This is my food.
Oh my God, he didn't get his food yet, so they have to come and bring him.
Yep. Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
I wouldn't eat that food. Would you eat that food?
I wouldn't eat that food, but he doesn't know. I don't think yet. Remember, he thinks something's up, but he doesn't know what's up. He doesn't know that they called the place.
No, they're saying it in the chat. I think he should be aware.
Well, also, I have a drink as well.
I'm so uncomfortable.
I wouldn't take that drink.
I'm very uncomfortable.
I wouldn't take that drink.
Medium. All right, thank you so much.
But you would also think, well, no, I was going to say that the people that work there, we go like, okay, someone's fucking with this guy. But of course they don't think that.
No, this is 2019 America. This is what? Trump? What? He's literally, this guy's nickname is Andy Race Worski. You can't. You Google this nigga. If you just Google this nigga. Like, do you understand that even if you wanted to be reasonable, all you'd have to do is Google him in the McDonald's and see the first page.
Right.
Results.
You're right. Good
and
point.
you'd be like, that's right, white boy. You ain't getting out this McDonald's.
Now you can't leave.
I don't know why every black person impression is just Tracy Morgan now.
Oh, I said that he was gonna try. He was gonna be protesting or
That's
something.
Andy Worski. That's my cousin.
This is ridiculous.
That's my cousin Andy Worski.
I don't remember
I feel
exactly
like
what it
$4
was,
or
but it
$5.
was to that degree.
I could have just said large there.
How many are on his channel?
We can't even stream with
200
these niggas
also.
in Miami.
Guys are
We're gonna
acting
get killed.
What?
We can't even stream with these niggas in Miami. We're gonna get
You
killed.
get murdered, yeah.
All right. Make sure that's
Let's
like
take them to
color.
Liberty City,
No.
Carroll City.
Overtown.
Okay. Over town.
Holy shit.
Folks didn't explode.
That was a close one, I'd say.
That wasn't even text to speech.
But I think that says that we kind of have the right
$5
message.
We're trying to text to speech things now. That's not. I see. This is why I can't IRL stream anymore. I don't want to do it now. Like, God bless the Carls of the world, man. Carl has the biggest balls on the planet. You know, people like Arab Andy, who, God rest his soul, was amazing. Fucking Arab Andy was the best. But these guys, I mean, it only takes that one bomb threat at a college, and your fucking career is over.
Right.
Like Arab Andy can't even go on the fucking internet now legally.
It's fucked up,
Like
man.
he's a fucking hacker. Like he's a cyber terrorist. You know what I mean?
On Streamlabs, and I just read that out like a fucking retard.
This is the graph on Maker's Mark versus liver
So
health.
afraid.
The employees loved
Okay,
it.
stop with your $5 text to speech. It's not funny. Just want to email me out, please. Let me email me out.
You have both streamed up.
Stream.
Yeah, I wouldn't be streaming then.
Then don't stream from the McDonald's. I don't stream like the only time we'll stream from a place is if we don't tell you where it is, or we don't tell you specifically what place, or it's like the hotel bar and you can't tell what hotel it is. Like, but you don't just go home at the McDonald's on 4th Street. Like,
Right.
the internet is terrible.
Call
I'm
again.
not gonna act suspicious.
You're not going to act suspicious as you act
Those
most
fries are
suspicious
terrible.
as possible.
Yeah, they look
You
like cold.
yeah,
they
you
look
got like
very
those
cold
2
fries.
in the afternoon fries.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, ugh.
Well, yeah, there's a sound under the table.
I'm gonna skip ahead.
Funny, eh? Fucking retards.
I'll back up a minute.
Could you tell him something for me?
Yes.
Could you say that this is dispatch from Right Wing Watch?
Dispatch Right Wing Watch.
Oh no.
Huh? Yeah. He's packing up his stuff now. Hello?
Oh, sorry, what?
Yeah, he's packing up his stuff now.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
All right, can we establish something here now? Funny troll, whatever, right? But to be fair, Andy Worski's rights are being violated here, correct?
That is correct. Andy
He's being
Worski,
thrown out of a restaurant because of troll phone calls. This is
even if he was a white supremacist, you're saying that Right Wing Watch could call any McDonald's they want in Richmond, Virginia, and get him kicked out? Like,
as-
that's weird, right?
As far as I know, at least as far as I can tell, at least now in 2019, you can still be a white supremacist and get a Big Mac.
From what I understand, yes, you can.
So this is like, I'm not, this is kind of weird. I think that in the business of trying to fuck with Andy Worski now, he legitimately has, I would say, some kind of grievance with McDonald's that they could just do that. That you just call any place now and ruin somebody's meal.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of messed up that you could just say Right Wing Watch. By the way, out of all of them, it doesn't matter. But to call them and have them kicked out, why would you listen to anybody that calls? Like, I would think that I would just be like, I worked at Burger King when I was younger. If somebody called, they'd be like, yeah, no, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Let them eat.
Yeah, no, I would have. If anything, when you work at a restaurant, that phone never rings. You get more annoyed at people who call your restaurant, right?
Why would you need to call McDonald's? Right.
Yeah, like usually you're working 3 stations at once, and you're like, "What? I don't care. I don't give a shit if it's James Alex Fields in here eating a fucking fucking McRib. I
Well,
don't
as long
give
as
a
you
shit.
go through the drive-through.
As long as he doesn't go through the drive-through, literally through the
Through it,
drive-through.
yeah.
Do that. Why would I do that? That's ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna leave. So you guys, you think that's funny, eh?
It's pretty funny. Objectively.
Fucking retards.
Live screaming.
You guys are fucking retards. You guys are absolute retards. So stupid.
That one worked well.
Again, I don't. It's funny,
It is kind of
but but now, pull yourself back. What if it was us and some? How pissed would you be?
Oh, I'd be very
I'd be
annoyed.
furious.
But this also goes back to the hat argument. This is why I don't stream where I'm eating. You know what I mean?
That's a
There's
good
cause
point.
and effect. It's cause and effect. We could you could have that argument of like freedom of speech. You could wear the hat. I know, but if you go to that hat and then you go to a Mexican-owned restaurant, you might get smacked in the mouth. It's cause and effect. This is you streamed and you're like, I'm at McDonald's in Richmond, guys. Well, I'm sure there's only like 5 of those. So it's a numbers game to find out which one you're at and to fuck with you. I mean, this is the old Ice Poseidon thing, dude. Ice Poseidon, it's the same issue where he can't stream when he goes to do certain things.
Right.
People are going to try to ruin it. The only time he can do it is like if he's on Hollywood Boulevard, because all those people know Ice Poseidon at this point. It really doesn't matter. He can go and get his fried chicken. But this is like you kind of knew. I don't know. Me personally, like I don't even enjoy eating on a stream. I just don't. Like I'd rather eat. I just want to eat.
Right.
Just how I am. I just want to eat. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It is funny. It is a dick move, but don't stream when you're IRL streaming is fine. But when you go to take a break and you're like, so sit and eat real quick. And I don't want black people to think that I'm a violent neo-Nazi. Because again, you don't have to be a card-carrying white supremacist. You just have to be an internet personality and be streaming it. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be a fucking youth pastor and you could be streaming yourself doing outreach to homeless teens. And you know what? Somebody's still going to play Alabama nigger when you're fucking walking past black guys. Because it's just in the nature of the internet to be like, can I get this guy punched in the face?
Porcelain says, "Don't lump Carlin with IRL losers."
No, I know, but I mean, technically, that is what he is. He's an IRL streamer. That's what Arab Andy was. He was a troll, but he was still IRL streaming.
All right,
Fucking Richmond, Virginia. He's over now. They're already got. He can't go to that McDonald's ever again. He has to always go to a different McDonald's.
all right. Let's move on.
Sorry.
So Tim Pool was on Joe Rogan yesterday with whatever her name is, Vijay Patel. I'm not really sure.
I hate this broad.
So she showed up. She's Twitter's head of, I don't know, some sort of gay shit. The person who's head of a fucking harassment and banning and all that people.
She's there. Yeah, she's the head of legal. She's the head of
there
safety.
You go. One of those things.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
So Tim Pool was on, by the way, wearing a different outfit. Was on with
Somebody called her a street shitting pie face.
That's fair.
Bear fag is very good.
Yeah. She was on Joe Rogan with Jack and Tim Pool. So let's
You know
watch.
where she wasn't before this interview? A fucking hairdresser. Why don't
No.
you run a brush through that fucking
Seriously.
mess?
And I believe that to be the case.
So your platform restricts speech.
By the way, real quick, you could tell Rogan's not used to having that many guests because Tim Pool had to get the fucking shitty headphones. Tim
That's
Pool
true.
had to get the ones that they're in a box and like, whatever, these don't sound so great, but it's the last ones we have. And he just
Yeah, you're the new guy. You're the new rookie member of the gatekeeping crew. So
Yeah.
you get the shitty headphones.
Platform promotes speech unless people violate our rules
And in a specific direction.
in any direction.
But Uncle, I don't want to say his name, the guy who calls for death gets a suspension. The guy who insinuates death gets a permanent ban.
But Tim, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying, and I feel like you're doing it deliberately. It's not about one particular thing. It's about a pattern and practice of violating
And
our
you have a
rules.
pattern. pattern and practice of banning only one faction of people.
I don't agree with
Quillette
that.
recently published an article where they looked at 22 high-profile bannings from 2015 and found 21 of them were only on one side of the cultural debate.
But I don't look at the political spectrum of people when I'm looking at their tweets.
Right, you have a bias.
I don't know who they are.
You're biased, and you're targeting specific individuals because your rules support this perspective.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well,
and I
so
don't
Can
think
you be
that's the
clear though
case.
in like what rules?
Shut up, junkie. Nobody cares.
Nice nose ring. And
Yeah.
also, yeah, he's just he's on something, right? You can't be like this.
He looks like a dude that probably used to wear Von Dutch hats.
Support that perspective.
Specifically, the easiest one is misgendering, right? Because that's so clearly ideological. If you ask a conservative, what is misgendering? They'll say if someone is biologically male and you call them, she, biologically male and you call them a she, that's misgendering. That's a conservative view. The progressive view is inverted. So now you actually have in your policies a rule against the conservative perspective.
I have a rule against the abuse and harassment of trans people on our platform.
She is a terrible legal. She doesn't know how to handle this. She's already crumbling. This is early on, and she's already trying to do the SJW response of like, I have a problem with blah blah blah. And Tim Pool I got to give him credit. Tim Pool is just stone faced. Yes, exactly.
Emotionless.
Yep.
Probably had vaccine damage.
That's what my
Balls?
rules
Can we just
against.
give context in the
Yeah,
background as to why
and
that
the why
is?
that is. And I brought some research. So we obviously received a lot of feedback. So we don't make these rules in a vacuum, just to be clear. We have a bunch of people all around the world who give us context on the types of behavior they're seeing, how that translates into
Like the SPLC, for example.
real world harm. And they give us feedback. And they tell us, like, you should consider different types of rules, different types of perspectives, different, like, for example, when we try to enforce hateful conduct in our hateful conduct policy in a particular country, we're not going to know all the slur words that are used to target people of a particular race or particular religion.
It's almost like you're not qualified to censor people's speech. It's weird, right?
Strange.
It's almost like you're not qualified.
They kind of admitted in this that they are doing it before they actually have anything mapped out.
Exactly.
Religion. So we're going to rely on building out a team of experts all around the world who are going to help us enforce our rules. So in the particular case of misgendering, I'm just trying to pull up some of the studies that we looked at. But we looked at the...
By the way, Tim Pool, got to give him credit. He's going off the dome, and she has to pull up studies on her laptop.
American
Yeah, but to
Association
be fair,
of
too, they run a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and Tim Pool had a whole week to sit there in a room and shadow box
Good point.
and think about his big moment. So, you know
theatrics
what I mean?
and looked at the number of transgender youths that were committing suicide. It's an astronomical, I'm sorry, I can't find it right now
44%. I know the number. It's 44%. I'll help you out.
in front of me. It's a really, really high statistic. That's like 10 times what the normal suicide rate is
44%.
of normal teenagers. And we looked at the causes of what that was happening. And a lot of it was not just violence towards those individuals, but it was bullying behavior. And what were those bullying behaviors that were contributing to that?
Sorry, but again, what qualifies them or her? Because it's her specifically,
She's
it's
a
her
woman of
department.
color.
What qualifies her to be the moral arbiter of anything? Like, that's what bothers me. There isn't a rule book. They're making up these rules, and when they feel like it, they pop people.
And that's why we made this rule, because we thought and we believe that those types of behaviors were happening on our platform, and we wanted to stop it. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. We don't, and this isn't about like public figures, and there's always going to be public figures that you're going to want to talk about, and that's fine. But this is about, are you doing something with the intention of abusing and harassing a trans person on the platform, and are they viewing it that way and reporting it to us so that we take action?
Did you hear that? Are they viewing it that way? Do you understand that you don't have rules anymore when you say things? Are they viewing it that way?
But my whole thing is too, and I mean, as we get on this video, we'll kind of get into this down the road too. I think everybody's sort of focusing on what they want us to focus on, which is, oh, this bitch. But at the end of the day, Tim and fucking Joe say a lot of shit in this fucking exchange that bothers me way more than what they say. Yeah.
So I will just state, I actually agree with the rule. From my point of view, I agree that bullying and harassing trans people is entirely wrong. I disagree with it. But I just want to make sure it's clear to everybody who's listening. My point is simply that Ben Shapiro went on a talk show and absolutely refused And that's his shtick, and he's one of the biggest podcasts in the world. So if you have all of his millions upon millions of followers who are looking at this rule saying this goes against my view of the world, and it's literally 60 plus million in this country, you do have a rule that's ideologically bent. And it's true. You did the research. You believe this. Well, then you have Ben Shapiro, who did his research and doesn't believe it.
Yeah, and I relied on the American Association of Pediatrics
her source is better.
Her source
Human Rights
is
Council and other.
And I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah, her source is great.
And
Her
Ben
source
Shapiro's an idiot.
is a dumb moron.
he has his sources too for when he gives his statements. The point is,
But
you have
I
equally.
just wonder if they have that context.
Of course they have that. Jack thinks that he's such a fucking loser, stoner, Sublime fan that he thinks that they don't have. No, trust me.
No, you don't know what they know.
We know.
You don't
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
smart guy.
This arrogant attitude. The reason that people are mad on the right is because we know what you think, and it's fucking insane.
And that's where we have also failed,
It's
as well as just explaining the why behind a lot of our policy and reasons.
I would agree, and I think it's fine. You did research and you found this to be true, but we can't simply say maybe Ben Shapiro and the other conservatives who feel this way don't know. We have to. We can't. The point I'm trying to make is it's simply whether you believe it, whether you justify it or not is not the point. The point is you do. You do have this rule. That rule is at odds with conservatives. Period.
Well, I think that you're generalizing, but I think it is really important, as Jack said, to the why behind these things. The why is to protect people.
Okay, why did our original at ROTC Media Twitter that we started from the ground up, why was it deleted with no reason? No. Remember that morning we woke up and all of our accounts in this house were locked out?
And like Jadakiss, why did Bush take down the towers, yo?
You're getting a little off track.
Why?
You're getting a little off track.
Why? I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Both from abuse and harassment on our platform.
I understand, but you essentially created a protected class if this is the case, because despite these studies and what these studies are showing, there's a gigantic suicide rate amongst trans people. Period. It's a 40%. It's
44.
It's outrageously large. Now, whether that is because of gender dysphoria, whether it's because of the complications from sexual surgery, sexual transition surgery, whether it's because of bullying, whether it's because of this awful feeling of being born in the wrong gender, whether that all that is yet to be determined. Mm-hmm. The fact that they've shown that there's a large amount of trans people that are committing suicide, I don't necessarily think that makes sense in terms of people from someone's perspective like a Ben Shapiro saying that if you are biologically female, if you are born with a double X chromosome, you will never be XY. If he says that, that's a violation of your policy. And you're creating a protected class.
To be fair,
yes.
Targeted.
Yeah,
it is.
If
it's
it's
whether he's
targeted
saying
at
it or targeting.
Yes, if he wants
It's
to
conduct.
express that opinion,
So
he
what if
is
he said-
fully entitled to express that opinion. If he's doing it in a manner that's targeted at an individual
repeatedly.
Oh, shut up! You know what bothers me about all of this? And I give credit to Tim Pool. He's being pretty good right now. But my point is that this point of view, what you're seeing going on in this room, is still all the high level everybody in this room's verified Twitter account. So let's start with that. We're gonna say Tim Pool, Joe Rogan, this bitch, Jack, they're all verified. Every time they talk about these cases, they don't talk about the fucking hundreds of thousands of smaller people.
Well, they don't matter.
Exactly. Who get deleted. I'm more concerned about I'm more concerned about why our Twitter account got banned with no explanation.
Well, they get into that a little bit more at some point later in this video. I mean, they talk about it. It was a 2-hour episode. They do talk about the people that follow the bigger accounts off the platform when they're getting marginalized.
Skip that a bit.
Well,
Go
ahead.
Well, my point is, you should be able to express yourself. And if you say that you believe someone is biologically male, even though they identify as a female, that's a perspective that should be valid. I mean, this is first of all, it's biologically correct. So we have a problem in that if your standards and your policies are not biologically accurate, then you're dealing with an ideological policy.
Fair, you know what? I give Rogan that's a fair point.
And just because, I mean, I don't want to target trans people. I don't want to harass them. I'll call anybody whatever they want. I mean, if you want to change your name.
Well, let's relax, Joe, because if you listen to your early 2000s special, it was a different Joe Rogan back then. All right, let's not pretend.
Like, you get warnings.
Well, she was banned permanently, but
you get warnings. Hold on, you get warnings. So let's hear about the warnings. Sorry.
Of her ideology, you'll ban them.
Again, it depends on the context on the platform, and it's also not banned permanently. Like, you get warnings.
Well, she was banned permanently, but let's be clear about what happened.
But she was warned
because you explained
times.
it to me. What did she actually do?
My understanding, and I don't have the tweet by tweet the way that I did for the others, but my understanding.
Because, I'm going to wing it now.
Understanding is that she was warned multiple times for misgendering an individual that she was in an argument with. And this individual is actually bringing a lawsuit against her in Canada as well. So it is.
So you have an argument between two people.
Again.
And you have a rule that enforces only one side of the ideology, and you've banned only one of those people.
We have a rule that attempts to address what we have perceived to be instances of abuse and harassment.
But you hear these words, these little words,
No,
perceive.
They're all
what we
fucking full of
perceive,
shit.
what we hear,
This is
what
why
we heard.
This is why, like,
they're running it like a church.
Yeah, I know, but this is why I get so fucking irritated at getting this clip sent a fucking million times and watching the whole thing and covering it on multiple, and then people go, well, this is such good news. We're finally having a dialogue. No, we're not. Enough. Stop. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody gives a fuck. Tim Pool doesn't give a fuck about you.
No, of course not.
They spent half this time establishing this or reinforcing this train of thought that, well, obviously if somebody's harassing somebody on your platform, they should be abused. But what about all these people that weren't harassing people? No, all of it needs to fucking stay.
I agree
all
with
of
you.
it. Okay? So either we get all free speech or we get no free speech, and I want all trans people banned from the platform. I want them blocked. I don't want trans people to ever be seen or heard by children. That offends my sensibilities. I perceive that to be bad. So I want to be a protected class now. This is bullshit. You people think that this is going to get Tim Pool saving the day. They just went out for 2 hours and went, well, we can, what about a road to redemption? And what about all? Go fuck yourselves. You're already so desperate to get your fucking accounts back and all this shit that you're already going, well, what do I got to do? And I'll play by your new rule. No. Fucking no. No. How about that?
Somebody posted Gab. Stop posting Gab. Gab is good. Let me tell you something about Gab. One day when you wake up and Gab.com doesn't work, just like what happened with Stream.me, don't act surprised.
Yeah, hey, Mike's Content, why don't you go on your little Gab account and talk to 6 neo-Nazis? I'm sure you're really reaching everybody. Nobody goes to Gab. What's the point of Gab? What is the point of Gab? Explain it to me. What is the point of a social media platform that nobody uses? What is the point of going to a speed dating event that no women show up to? What's the point? What's the point of going to like a bar that there's no women at? Gab is a fucking joke. It's a fuck. If anything, when people say Gab, I immediately go, ew. That guy, that you're gross. Like anybody who genuinely, if you're operating at that vibration, that you go, Gab, get on Minds. Get on Minds. You earn points on Minds every time you post and nobody reads your shit.
You said, what's the point of Gab? Porcelain says, to fuck dudes. So now we know. Now we know the point of Gab.
You know what the point of Gab is? There's only one purpose to have. Yeah, I have a Gab account. So whenever I feel like fucking making fun of Baked Alaska or Christopher Cantwell or any of those other faggoty exiles, I log into my Gab account and go, oh, hey, Bake, just a reminder, you're a faggot. And then I log out, and I don't use it again for 3 months. Gab. Get Gab and Minds. How do we even have any listeners? still that listen to us that take any of those platforms serious. If you think that Gab was a fucking viable suggestion for you to make, you don't know anything about this show. You should get on Gab, and then you can talk to Paul Nalen and Patrick Casey. Good.
Why don't we all just go back to MySpace? Why don't we go backwards? What do you think? That platform's just sitting there waiting to be used.
Fucking Gab.
So this is why they banned Alex Jones.
Yeah, somebody wrote, CK Saab says, Gab has good memes, great Nazis, and fantastic troll accounts. No, it only has Nazis. The fantastic trolls are on mainstream platforms operating. Do you understand me? You're talking about how all the great trolls are playing in the AAA leagues. No, they're not, stupid. They're playing for the Major League Baseball. They're playing for the NFL, the NHL. They play for the pros. Twitter is the pros. If you're fucking around on Gab, all you're doing is jerking yourself off in an echo chamber. That's all you're doing. Whoa, look at me. I went on Gab and posted a swastika. Edgy! You're allowed to post it on it. You're really trolling, aren't you? You went to a place where you're allowed to be a Nazi? And you're operating there and you're telling me you're a top tier troll? Go fuck your mother. Sick of hearing about Gab.
Let's see why Alex Jones got banned.
So one really important thing that needs to be stated is that Twitter, by definition, is a biased platform in favor of the left, period. It's not a question. I understand you might have your own interpretation, but it's very simple. Conservatives do not agree with you on the definition of misgendering. If you have a rule in place that specifically adheres to the left ideology, you, by default, are enforcing rules from a biased perspective.
Well, Tim, there are a lot of people on the left who don't agree with how we're doing our job either.
For sure.
She's starting to get bitchy now.
Yeah, there you can tell she's getting
cunty.
girl argument. By the way, there's a lot of people on the left that want you to ban more people. That's the disagreement that you have, by the way.
Sure.
And those people think that we don't take enough action on abuse and harassment, and we let far too much behavior go. And they think
but
that
that's
Twitter...
a radical example, though. I mean, what he's talking about, I mean, in terms of generalities, in general, things lean far more left. Would you agree to that?
I don't know what that means.
But in this...
What?
She doesn't know what words mean, dude.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
She's just a lawyer. She's not some kind of word expert.
particular case, it's how the speech is being used. This is a new vector of attack that people have felt that I don't want to be on this platform anymore because I'm being harassed and abused and I need to get the hell out.
Well, people harass and abuse me all day and night. You don't do anything about that.
It's true. Including us.
Somebody made a GoFundMe account to buy me new hats.
Yeah. You think that was funny, huh? You think it was funny how my outfit made fun of all over the internet by some shit poster with only 200 viewers? That's not funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Joe's like, no, it's actually pretty hilarious. They pull, Jamie, pull that off. They pull up the Tim Pool thing.
Then
I go check it later. There's like $600,000 in the account because stupid Rogan showed it. Hey, Jamie, pull up that GoFundMe.
Tim Pool lives with Rogan. Leaves him with a box full with On It shirts.
Dude, just take the hats and shirts, bro. It sounds awesome. Yeah. You know, Joe Rogan, that would be his attitude. I mean, I'd take some free shirts and hats. You know, Rogan's the only billionaire walking around in a free shirt that somebody gave him.
You're right.
Yeah, this is from my gym, from my boxing gym in LA. Yeah, cool, it's free. I'll wear it.
My notifications permanently locked at 99. You have it worse than I do. I mean, you got substantially more followers. And I don't click the notification tab anymore because it's basically just harassment. And so this is a really funny anecdote. I was covering.
I can't imagine you're going to say anything funny, Tim.
A story in Berkeley, and someone said, if you see him, attack him. Like it was. I'm paraphrasing. They said basically to swing at me, take my stuff, steal from me. And Twitter told me after review it was not a violation of their policy. Somebody made an allusion to me being a homosexual, and I reported that, instantly gone. So when so for me, I'm like, well, of course Twitter is going to enforce the social justice aspect of their policy immediately. In my opinion, probably because you guys have
point that that there is a high level of abuse in the I'm going to threaten your life sphere, and I've reported that kind of stuff before.
Of course, you have to.
I reported a dude on Twitter who said that he was literally going to track my IP and come here. And they did, and they let the fucking thing up. And somebody went, well, that was a meme he posted. I don't care if it was a meme. He posted in context that he was going to come here and physically get me. So they don't care about that.
Of course
not.
But if Why would they care?
Yeah, but I catch a ban when my buddy Jeff, who's a comedian, who's gay, would post like, Hey, I'm going to see, Muse tonight, open for the White Stripes. And if I write hipster faggot, boom, I'm out for a week.
yeah,
I'm
you
locked
are.
out for a week. But like, he's going to laugh when he reads that and go, yeah, I am a hipster faggot. But if somebody goes, I'm sending dudes to get you, Mersh. Fuck it. Fuck it, dude.
PR constraints, and you're probably nervous about that. But when someone actually threatens me with a crime and incites their followers to do it, nothing got done. And I'm not the only one who feels that way.
Well, Tim, that's a mistake. If someone acts in that manner, and
Here's the problem.
That's a mistake. That mistake happens all the time.
Here's the problem, you Gandhi-looking cunt, is that you don't have any, there is no fucking responsibility here. Like, you don't have it. Like, if there's no recourse, if you fuck up, we can't email anybody. There's nobody at Twitter. You guys purposely put a wall up so nobody can contact
Correct.
you. So you should make more of an effort to correct these mistakes. But you know how social media is. I think Royce is mean. He's a meanie head. I report him. Some fucking fat bitch with pink hair in San Francisco goes, yeah, let's take this fucker down. And then that's it. He doesn't have anybody to go, that's not fair, though. Can somebody else look at that? Nope. So you have to, so you're making a mistake that's fucking locking people out of the public discourse.
threatens to hurt you, that's a violation of our rules.
Right.
Maybe there was a mistake there, and I'm happy to go and correct that, and we can do it offline so we don't fear any sort of reprisal against you. But that's a mistake.
Yeah, cool. We'll take care. We make these little mistakes. We'll take care of it as long as you get the legal expert from Twitter. You can if you can talk to me. Guess what? We can't talk to you.
As long as no, this is easy. So in order to get treated fairly on Twitter, we have to just get on the Joe Rogan show.
That's all you
got
gotta
to
do.
Same time as Jack Dorsey and the street shit.
That's all you gotta do.
And then we can just talk to him off the air.
That's all you
That's
gotta
easy
do.
enough. By the way, didn't she just show some impropriety there? Isn't that kind of
Oh yeah, absolutely.
like, that's weird, right? Like, on the air to just say,
We'll take care of it for you.
yeah, we'll talk off the air. I got this for you. Isn't that an abuse of their system?
That's not an agenda on my part or on the team's part.
Would this be
we
a
don't
manual?
have any PR constraints. That is not how.
So why did you ban Alex Jones?
You can get into that.
You want to get into that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Joe, you
absolutely.
ready for Alex Jones?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, I've been ready for
Let me
Alex
pull
Jones.
this up.
Well, let me say this. The reason I bring him up. is
Don't
that
worry, we're
Oliver
going to
Gar-
bring Alex back anyway because he did everything we asked him to do, and he's back in Gatekeeping Incorporated. Don't worry, Alex will be back on Twitter in no time. You guys are all going to think, man, we did it. We fucking did it. The internet is fixed. And then you're all going to go back to your fucking QAnon chat rooms and you're biking for Trump rallies and you're all going to fucking jerk each other off and you're going to go, man, Trump's going to come back and then he's going to turn Jerusalem into super Jerusalem. And then we're all going to live in God's glory in Israel. Because you're all retarded. You're all stupid people. That's it, dude. That's the discourse today. The whole conversation is, woo! Yeah, they got him to acknowledge it. Did they? Is anything going to get fixed? No, it's not. These are fucking 4 assholes in an ivory tower. Sorry, 3 assholes in an ivory tower bringing a newbie in to be a new gatekeeper. That's all this is. Tim Pool's, they're anointing him the new gatekeeper.
RC, one of the lead reporters covering Alex Jones and his content, said on CNN that it was only after media pressure did these social networks take action. So that's why I bring him up specifically, because it sort of implies you were under PR constraints to get rid of him.
I think if you look at the PR that Twitter went through in that incident, it wouldn't be that we looked good in it.
You have to-
and that's not at all why we took action on it.
Sorry, Vijay.
It's crazy deplatforming people. Fucking.
It's so crazy how we're hated. How we're hated as people because we're literal demon people.
Yeah.
You have to look at the full context and the spectrum here.
Why don't we talk about the full context of the fact that you're a grown man with a nose ring?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking gay.
He has a nose ring.
Very gay.
And I'm supposed to let him lord over us?
One of the things that happened over a weekend is what Alex mentioned on your podcast with him. He was removed from the iTunes podcast directory. That was the linchpin for him because it drove all the traffic to what he said, basically zero. Immediately after that, we saw our peer companies, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, also take action. We did not. We did not because when we looked at our service and we looked at the reports on their service, we did not find
Kenneth
anything
Johnson
in violation
in the
of our
chat,
rules.
great quote. He says, "This is like a Scooby-Doo episode where the criminal gets away."
Yeah.
Let's see who's really under that mask. It was Jack Dorsey all along. Yeah, and you're not going to do a thing about it because I'm a billionaire. Oh, well, this has been unsatisfying. And then they just get back in their van, and then there's a 5 minutes at the end of the episode where they're just driving quietly. Nobody says a word in the van.
Dog Munch with a Streamlabs donation. High five Mersh right now. So there you go.
Then we got into a situation where suddenly a bunch of people were reporting content on our platform, including CNN, who wrote an article about all the things that might violate our rules that we looked into, and we gave him one of the warnings, and then we can get into the actual details. But we did not follow. We resisted just being like a domino with our peers because it wasn't consistent with our rules and the contract we put in before our customers.
So what was it that made you ban them?
So there were 3 separate incidents that came to our attention after the fact that were reported to us by different users.
By CNN. By CNN, because you just said it. So you're saying, just so we're clear, the reason you banned people was because you're under no PR constraints. Was because CNN did an article. And then you said, oh no, CNN's saying something. Now we have to do. So
you effectively worked with CNN to remove one of their largest competitors off of your platform.
But that's fine. But that's fine.
There was a video that was uploaded that showed a child being violently thrown to the ground and crying. So that was the first one.
I think it was the Islamic ladies maybe fighting. It might have been that. I don't know. I don't remember.
No, I think you're right. So basically, they reported a video of an Islamic lady throwing a kid, and that counts as a strike against him. Okay, so number one's already bullshit. We're off the gate with That's bullshit.
The second one was a video that we viewed as incitement of violence. I can read it to you. It's a little bit of a transcript, but now it's time to act on the enemy before they do a false flag. I know the Justice Department's crippled, a bunch of followers and cowards, but there's groups, there's grand juries. There's you called for it. It's time politically, economically, and judiciously, and legally, and criminally to move against these people. It's got to be done.
Not a call for violence.
That's not a call.
That was literally a call to use all of our power within reason and the letter of the law to fight globalism. Am I wrong on that?
No, I don't see that.
He specifically chose those words because, again, Alex is a buffoon, but he's not an idiot. There's a difference between an idiot and a buffoon. Alex acts like a buffoon, but that man chooses his words very carefully. And he chose that statement because he knew they were coming after him.
Flag. I know the Justice Department's crippled, a bunch of followers and cowards, but there's groups, there's grand juries. There's you called for it. It's time politically, economically, and judiciously, and legally, and criminally to move against these people. It's got to be done now. Get together the people you know aren't traitors, aren't cowards, aren't helping their frickin' bets, hedging their frickin' bets like all these other assholes do, and let's go, let's do it. So people need to have and then there's a bunch of other stuff, but at the end, so people need to have their battle rifles ready and everything ready at their bedsides, and you've got to be ready because the media is so disciplined in their deception.
So wait a minute. I want to establish this. Alex basically put out a call for people to rally together, work together with like-minded people to try to fight people he perceives to be bad, but within the courts, within the judicial system, within the media. And then at the end, he said, keep a rifle at your bedside, which again is not a call to violence.
Which is, by the way, legal in America.
That is a call to defense. I'll say it right now. I don't give a fuck. I urge every single one of you watching this to have a gun at your bedside. That's not a call to violence. I didn't say grab that gun and run out in fucking front yard and start shooting at your neighbors. But have one. Always have one where when you glass breaks, you're like, what? Rifle at the bedside. And so this is bullshit.
So we got 2. Let's see what the third one was.
So this is, You're saying that this is a call to violence against the media.
That's what it sounded like to us at the time.
Oh, that's a very important
Did you
statement.
hear that word? That little That's what it sounded like us at the time.
And there have been a number of incidents of violence against the media. And again, I take my
What's funny,
responsibility.
I've dated women like this before, and I'm at a point in my life now where if I even smell this kind of duplicity, I'm done.
You're done. You tap
Like,
out.
If I'm arguing with somebody about logic, and she goes into, and I go, so wait a minute, let me get this straight. You took a statement I said. You took that statement, and you took that to be a violent call to action. When a woman says things like, at the time I perceived that to be, and I say, so you've now ruined my entire weekend arguing over your perception of something, you're gone. I can't do it. I'm not doing that because that is not, this woman didn't just happen upon a legal career for Twitter. That is a job that is designed for somebody who is sociopathic, who's narcissistic, who's a lunatic. So that she's showing the same pattern of behavior that I would avoid if I was dating somebody, but I would absolutely hire her as my legal representative for a company because she's a complete sociopath. I perceived it to be, so I ruined the man's livelihood.
Free says she's street shitting Brie Larson. And let's see the last thing that got him popped.
For what happens on the platform and how that translates off platform very seriously. And that felt like it was an incitement to violence.
So
not when Tim Pool just said that they said they wanted to told people to swing at him in Berkeley. That was fine.
Yeah, fucking Alex Jones saying keep a gun in your home and always keep your family safe is worse than, hey, Tim Pool, when I see you, you finna catch these hands.
Yes.
That's a direct threat. By the way, who the fuck would hit Tim Pool? I like goofing on Tim. And I get comments all the time now and that way, what's your beef with Tim, bro? I've prefaced every rant I've ever gone on about Tim Pool that I have no beef with him. I actually like Tim Pool, but our job is to lampoon things, create content, and goof on people. You cannot tell me that objectively Tim Pool isn't a guy who's easily goofed on. That's all it is. I like to goof on the guy, but I absolutely support efforts to punish people who threaten him with physical violence and prevent him from doing his job, which is to cover these things.
if he only tweeted the incitement to violence, he would have been fine.
If he only
tweeted that posted that transcript saying "Get your battle rifles ready," you wouldn't have deleted his account.
Again, context matters to him. It's
Right,
not
right.
about one thing. So we'd have to look at the entire context of what's going on.
But we're asking you the context right now. The reason you're there is to have this conversation.
Yeah,
you
but
idiot.
that's a whole thing that we don't want to get into.
So I'm asking, was that egregious enough for you to say that alone?
That
gets him
wasn't.
banned?
That was just number two.
Right. So then I guess the question is, what was the video context of the kid being thrown to the ground? Was it newsworthy?
We obviously didn't think so, and depicting violence against a child is not something that we would allow on the
But what is it? But what is it though? What's the video?
platform.
Even if it's news content.
If it was, there are certain types of situations where if you were reporting on, war zone and things that might be happening, we would put an interstitial on that type of content that's graphic or violent. But we didn't feel that that was the context here.
Because you don't see him as a news source in the way you see CNN as a news
This
source.
is you know what it is?
Look
man?
at this. Look at the smugness.
Their hubris is going to kill them.
It is.
It's going to.
It absolutely
because,
is.
You know, people were saying even in this interview, I commend you, Jack, and I commend you, Vagina, for coming in and for being more transparent than these other guys. Those other guys are fucking way smarter, is what it is. You don't even see Zuckerberg going on fucking Joe Rogan. Zuckerberg would be like, send 8 Jew lawyers to go talk to Joe Rogan. That's because he knows Zuckerberg is not, say what you want about Mark Zuckerberg. He's not so full of hubris that he's like, I'll talk my way out of this one.
No,
I'm
of
so
course not.
good. Mark Zuckerberg, if they said, come on, Joe Rogan, explain your position,
No.
he'd panic and go, no, I'm not, no. Like Michael Scott,
No, and just walk away.
yeah, but like these guys are like, yeah, well, like they're just it's like a guy in an interrogation room. The more you talk, like, do you understand when a cop gets you in an interrogation room, they almost never get you to admit you murdered anybody. They just got to place you at the scene.
That's it.
The only thing they're trying to place you at the scene, or they're trying to explain. They got to get you just tied to it. And once you do that and go, all right, fine, I was in the apartment, but I didn't kill her. You go, well, all right. You know what? You're not going to tell us you killed her, but thank you.
That's
Thank
all you
for
need.
that.
Yep.
And that's it. Then you're going to jail.
Well,
So
there's a video that's been going around, that was going around 4 or 5 weeks ago. The one where the girls were yelling at that big giant guy, and the guy punched that girl in the face, and she was like 11 years old. I saw that multiple times on Twitter. That was one of the most violent things I've ever seen. This giant man punched this 11-year-old
we've played that video before.
girl in the face. And that was that removed from Twitter?
I don't know. I would have to go see if
I don't
anyone
know.
reported it to
It
us.
depends on if Alex Jones posted it. or
Yeah,
not.
it wasn't. It wasn't removed, by the way. You can watch it right now.
Did Alex Jones post it? No, he didn't. Oh, well, then it probably wasn't. I'm sorry.
I think one of the issues here is
Do you want me to get to the third one?
Yeah, please
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
So the third strike that we looked at was a verbal altercation that Alex got into with a journalist, and in that altercation, which was uploaded to Twitter, there were a number of statements using "eyes of the rat," even more evil-looking person. He is just scum. You're a virus to America and freedom, smelling like a possum that climbed out of the rear end of a dead cow. You look like a possum that got caught doing some really, really
Even Joe's laughing.
nasty stuff, in my view. So there was a bunch of
That's
verbal
enough? Really? That's hilarious.
pattern and
You listen to Joe now, too. He's like,
By the way, nothing that he said was talking at his gender, targeting his race, targeting his anything.
Alex knows what he's doing.
Yeah. So again, that was the third. You, by the way, stupid. You should have ended with the child kid. You did this backwards because the thing you ended on is the most blatantly. Kathy Griffin, I have seen her asked to dox people. Kathy Griffin is dox people on Twitter.
Yeah, they talked about that in the.
Okay,
thing,
well,
too, at some
sorry, I
point.
didn't see the whole thing.
But yeah, they mentioned the Kathy Griffin thing, and she just doesn't even acknowledge it. Tim Pool was on point. I'll give it to him, man. He was just hitting him with everything. He wasn't even letting him. Well, yeah, that's great. But what about Kathy Griffin? What about the death threats I received? Like he knew he does not like Twitter.
practice, but it was a
understand.
verbal altercation that was posted on our
Right.
platform.
So
So we took the totality of this, having
Right.
been warned that we have rules against it.
You haven't been warned. You went back and you found tweets from him from forever ago, because those are the ones they got him on. Tweets from forever ago, and then took him down. That's you targeted him because CNN told you to.
Abuse and harassment of individuals. We saw this pattern in practice. 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, and we made a decision to permanently
And
suspend
so
him.
that last one was on Periscope. Is that what it was that he broadcast through?
I think it was originally on Periscope, but it was also reposted from multiple related accounts onto Twitter.
So we can agree with you when you say these things like, Alex said this, it sounds like a threat. He was berating this person, saying awful things. But ultimately, your judgment is the context. You say we have to pay attention to the context. We're just trusting that you made the right decision.
Well, I'm giving you as much facts as I can give you here, and I think that this is the real hard part of content moderation.
Hard part, but now the person is deplatformed. By the way, Joe was even laughing at what that last one was funny. Was just funny.
And they do this thing, man, where, and I pointed it out earlier, but they're like, we're still trying to figure this thing out. Okay, then you need to not deplatform major fucking
While you're figuring it
culturally
out.
relevant companies. While you're figuring it out, you need to figure it out and then enforce those rules.
At scale on global platforms. It's not easy, and I don't think Jack or I would tell you that it's easy.
Nobody's saying it's easy. We could all agree that running Twitter can be difficult. What we're saying is that your bias is leaning all one way. That's what we're saying. What we're saying is you have the energy to ban Alex Jones for talking about somebody smelling like a possum's ass. You could ban somebody for that, but Keith Olbermann, it was another example. I don't know if they ever brought him. Keith Olbermann has said way worse things about everybody, about the president, about everybody on the platform, on their platform, than that thing Alex Jones when she just read that Alex Jones just said.
What about Peter Fonda when he said fucking Barron Trump should be fucking molested?
Exactly.
And raped as a kid.
So this is all fucking, it's all bullshit. It's all fucking.
Peter Fonda can say that the president's youngest son could be fucked to death, but, but we can't. Yeah, it's bullshit. And I just at the end of the day, dude, there was way too much talk of in this entire episode. Like Tim and Joe were still giving up too much ground in the whole if it is harassment, if you're hurting someone's feelings, I agree, maybe you should have to. No, none of that. I'm not gonna lose my account because somebody's a faggot and can't handle the bants. That's bullshit.
Yep. All right, we have to go to break. RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN. That's ProXPN. That'll get you VPN protection on the internet while helping us out. If you want to help us out directly, revengeofthesis.com/donate. There's a whole bunch of different ways to donate. And of course, patreon.com/we're not sorry. Become a patron. Help us out, since right now we by the way just filed our counter notification for Feld Entertainment, so we'll see how that goes. We had some people help us out.
I do have a new sponsor as well.
Sure.
I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, the Jewish Internet Defense Force. We are now a card-carrying member of the Jewish Internet Defense Force. God bless Israel, our greatest ally. Thank you, guys.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. Revenge of the Sis.
Exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time.
The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
What is your return policy there?
30 days, no charge.
Ooh, 30 days. Sounds fair. My goodness, Dennis, this feels good. Feels good in my hands. Oh, good. My kids are
I
safe.
saved everyone.
Yeah, my yard's protected.
So, of course, it feels good, but that only proves our point even more. We'll take 2 of these, Gunther.
Great. I'll need your licenses for the background check.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can drive, you can kill.
Oh, Christ. Look at this.
That was fast.
You've been denied.
What? That's ludicrous. Why?
It says here you have an extensive history of felonious behavior.
There have been incidents, sure, a few minor indiscretions, but, I'm simply a person of interest in most of those cases, all right? And being wanted for questioning are very, very, very different things, Gunther.
You've been institutionalized.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, one time, for a short period of time, that was against my will. That doesn't even really count.
It's the only time it counts, Dee.
Okay, look, it was like a teeny thing that happened with a college roommate. It was really no big deal.
It says here you burned her.
I burned her, yeah, I burned her. But she was so annoying. I mean, she deserved it, okay? She was wearing my stuff, and she was copying me, and...
You were copying her.
I was copying her, she was copying me. It doesn't matter.
Look, I'm sorry, but I can't sell you the guns.
Oh, well, look at you. Oh, Gunther, the morality king. Hi, I'm Gunther. I've never lit anybody on fire before. You light one bitch on fire and everybody freaks out. Oh, you son of a bitch. It was one time and one thing.
Relax,
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis, Hump Day Show. If you're watching this right now on our backup channel, youtube.com/ROTC Media, hit the like button. We found that once you get over 100 likes, you get pushed even more in the algorithm. So give it a quick like, and of course the replay of this episode will be on Revenge of the Sis main YouTube channel. While we work out all the unpleasantness with Feld Entertainment,
these people,
Feld Entertainment. So we'll see. We sent out, like I said before the break, we sent out the counter notification today. It was prim and precise. Mike did a fantastic job, but on top of that, it was looked over by a variety of people to make sure that we hit all the right.
Yeah, this fucking guys, man. I'm not. I don't know if you know this. Feld Entertainment's hiring.
Yes, I saw that. I saw somebody retweeted and says, "Hey, is anybody a circus pedophile looking for a job?" Somebody wrote that. I swear to God.
They're looking for a digital marketing manager. I guess they're having
Ooh la
a little
la.
trouble on the social media front. They're gonna have to bring in a new hire.
Wait. I didn't. Wait. What? I'm sorry. What are they hiring?
A digital marketing manager for all the brands.
Oh no! What happened?
I think they want to get a person in to just sort of handle all that now, because on account of all the people that don't like them.
It's weird because you telling me, Mike, that people are bothering at Felt ENT and at Motocross
and sometimes at Nicole Feld.
Yeah, at Nicole Feld.
There's a couple of people that I guess they want to sort of create a bottleneck so that they don't have to deal with that kind of stuff. So God bless whoever has to take that fucking shitty job.
Yeah, let's see. Mike, why don't you apply?
God, they probably pay shit too.
Oh, of course.
Pay shit.
Where is it? Fucking Palmetto, Florida? Yeah, they're not paying great.
What's wrong with Palmetto, Florida?
Yeah, because keep in mind, the reason they get Florida subsidies...
Like Sarasota area?
The reason they get the $3.5 million Florida subsidy is not on how much money they pay people, it's how many employees they have. Has nothing to do with how well these employees are paid. You just have to have a job.
Yeah, I'll say this, though. They love that Marina Cove.
Zen Rhino. See, ROTC is creating jobs.
We are.
Look at that.
We're job creators.
Look at that. Thanks.
But I was.
Thanks, ROTC. Very cool.
And then, no. Maybe we'll get the strike overturned. Maybe we move on. Maybe we dig into all that stuff that goes on at Marina Cove. I'm just saying that maybe.
Marina Cove.
There's,
boy.
I got a guy.
And a guy what?
I got a guy.
And this guy?
shout out to my guy because he watches. He knows who he is.
Hi, guy.
And
it's Donald Trump. Hi, POTUS.
Hi, POTUS.
Sorry.
But I got a guy who went to great effort to vet himself a while back.
Okay.
He knows a lot about the entertainment business. He's in the entertainment business.
Jeffrey Epstein.
And his name is Jeffrey Epstein. Billionaire pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
I believe it's pedophile billionaire.
Which one comes first?
I don't know. Guys,
well, he was a billionaire first.
Oh, you're right.
Well, no, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
how do you know? You don't know that.
It's true.
Okay. You don't know. Lieutenant Tickles goes, he has a cool plane.
I got a guy, he feeds me things.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said that there's, that the, how do I put it, that the executives and some of the people that they entertain when they're in the Palmetto / St. Pete area, that there's this hotel near what's called Marina Cove, and that I don't want to really get too into it yet because it's sort of our.
No, you don't have to get too deep to tease it. That's fine.
But it's a place, very nice little beach hotel.
What a cute place!
It is very cute, and just entertainment goes on. That's all I heard. I just heard that sometimes you got to ask, well, who's going to entertain the people who provide us with all this entertainment, right? Right,
Mike. What do you mean by entertainment?
The West Coast of Florida is known for its entertainment. Remember how I used to work in and around entertainment?
Yes, entertainment. Okay.
Well, that's just all I'm saying. So I'm still getting stuff. I don't want to jump down that road yet.
No, of course.
Marina Cove. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Cool. Would this be something that they're doing that a family man like DeSantis would not like our Governor DeSantis would not like the stuff that he was doing, you think?
I think that I need to do some more research and digging, but
Okay.
I think that it may go beyond that, and it might go into the kind of thing that would make any decent human being, any good man, be bothered by it. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Sort of thing that even an unmarried single young man would be utterly disgusted by if it checks. Hey,
we don't know, though.
We don't know. Hey, a lot of information flying around. We just want our channel back. But
that's all we want.
That's all we wanted. But I guess we'll do work instead.
Oh shit! All right. Do you want to get into R. Kelly's really weird interview? Did you see any of his really weird interviews?
Is that the one where he said I didn't do this because they already said I didn't do it? And once you found not guilty of having sex with underage women and sexually assaulting them, that covers you for that.
Why is Norm Macdonald saying that?
Sometimes you get found not guilty, and that covers all murders forever. See what I mean? Like if I murder Royce, right, and I get off at the trial, that means open season.
Totally got off.
Just start killing everyone.
That's not how it works.
Because double jeopardy, you can't charge me with murder again.
You can though. It's on a case by case basis.
Oh shit, they can.
What did you do, Mike? Oh no, he's got to. Oh fuck! Oh shit! I think Mike watched that movie with Ashley Judd, that Double Jeopardy movie, and he thought it was real life. Why does it smell like smoke? Why does it smell like smoke? Hey.
I don't care. Just get it done. Just get it done.
Okay.
Whatever it costs.
Sorry.
Hey.
What happened?
We're just having fun.
We're
guys.
having fun.
It's a little bit we like to do.
Somebody says, don't forget your bleach and lime. Well, you can get the lime from the fucking tracks that fucking Feld Entertainment lays out. Dude,
Seriously.
you know those writers are still complaining on Twitter about it?
Guys, I need a caustic chemical agent that eats through flesh. You guys know any motocross riders? I get to maybe extract a culture from their skin.
Oh, fuck. All right. So R. Kelly.
I'm not familiar. Who is this guy now?
He was a fat comic that used to be on O&A all the time.
You know what, dude? You pee on a girl's face. Ah, boom. I'm not doing that thing again.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
You know what? I will say this, though, about R. Kelly and Robert Kelly. Yeah. Both of them were equally handsome in the 90s.
Good point.
And both of them look terrible now.
I want a plea, man. I want a plea, dude.
Take a plea deal, dude.
Sorry. R. Kelly.
Jeff Floor, and we are going to begin here tonight with an interview many have been waiting for. R. Kelly's first since being charged with sexual abuse last month. Gayle King of CBS This Morning just spoke with Kelly. The charges against the singer involve 4 women, 3 of whom were allegedly underage at the time.
Now, Gayle King, she's the one that's best friends with Oprah, right?
In an interview
I think
that
so.
just wrapped, Kelly...
The one that's best friends.
BFFs.
With Oprah. The one that is in the same bowling team as Oprah.
Lee told Gayle the accusations are lies. We have 2 clips here. Here is the first.
They are still talking about you with underage girls. Do you still sit here and say you have never been with underage girls? Can you really say that?
First of all, it's a hell of a fucking way to open.
That's fucking
you
out of the gate,
there
huh?
And say that to me.
I had 2 cases back then that I said in the beginning of the interview that I would not talk about because of my ongoing case now.
Okay.
Huh.
That's a weird way to say no.
Yeah, well, how about just no?
That's a real roundabout way to say no. I've never had sex with an underage girl.
What?
Okay.
The only acceptable answer other than no is, have you ever had sex with an underage girl? Like when I was in high school? Yeah.
Yeah, when I was 15.
If you really need absolute truth, then yeah. But
when I was 15,
I'm
sure.
35 now. And
I will tell you this. People are going back to my past, okay? That's exactly what they're doing. They're going back to the past, and they're trying to add all of this stuff now to that.
Well, it's true. They're trying to dig up his past. So
You're
what if-
peeing on underage girls on videotape. There's not like a lot of gray area here.
You don't get what it's like, though.
Did this turn into an Everlast song? I guess you really not know what it's like. I seen a rich man beg. I seen a poor man, whatever that fucking became a goddamn blues singer after he left. What band was he in? House of Pain.
Oh, that's what it was.
Whitey Ford.
Well, you know, and two, this guy, like, he's. I actually was, you know, again, you know, some guys that were telling me some stuff, and they rattled off a list of names that were going to possibly be, you know, in the realm of this case. And now it's looking like, remember I mentioned June Brown? June Brown is this dude's everything. He's been R. Kelly's everything for a long time.
Yeah.
I still very, very confident that we're going to see June Brown get dragged into all this, because now, as soon as, remember when I've said June Brown's name the one day on ROTC?
Yeah.
The next day, Michael Avenatti came out and said that there were enablers, that there were handlers during the last case that could now possibly be charged with obstruction of justice.
Hi, Avenatti. Sorry.
Hi, creepy porn lawyer. But yeah, he said that there's a possibility they'll reopen an inquiry into that case and get people for possible obstruction of justice.
Well, if they open up, see, I think what will happen in this situation is they really want to get R. Kelly, so they'll have him turn. They'll give him some sort of plea deal to say everything that he knows, like be let off with probation. You know what? That's what I would think they would do, right? Like to just.
You think he's going to do it Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Go into fucking witness protection with face tattoos?
Dude, by the way, you could be Tekashi 6ix9ine and going into witness protection, which obviously that's a funny premise. He would still be more recognizable. He couldn't do anything in witness protection. Isn't that R. Kelly?
That's definitely R. Kelly.
Dude, come on, man. I own the Space Jam soundtrack. Don't fucking lie to me.
To make all of the stuff that's going on now feels real to people.
But the past is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no, it's not.
Why?
What the fuck? man?
This guy's a full-blown
Absolutely no, it's not.
He's a complete sociopath, by the way.
Because for one, I beat my case.
Oh, well then there you go.
By the way,
beat is always a weird
that
word
was
to use.
dude. Just
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. Beat is not the best word to use.
Not I was absolved. I was exonerated. No. I beat my case.
Which means that. Okay.
When you beat something,
were
you
acquitted.
beat it.
You were acquitted.
We can't double jeopardy me like that. You can't.
Dude, Mike, we were kidding earlier about the double jeopardy
Don't double
thing.
jeopardy him. You can't. Once you have been. Well, no, that's why I said it earlier because I saw this clip.
Oh, you did.
It's like basically it's like double jeopardy. Yeah, but this is a different alleged raped child.
Right.
That's not how it works. That's why I was saying earlier, like I can murder somebody if I get off. That's it. I'm going to go with a flamethrower into a mall. You can't do that.
It's not fair. It's not fair to nobody. When you beat your case, you beat your case.
But I'm not talking about the one case in which you were.
Bitch, I'll kill you.
Bitch, I'll piss on you right
I'm
now.
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
the other cases where women have come forward and said, R. Kelly had sex with me when I was under the age of 18. R. Kelly was abusive to me emotionally and physically and verbally. R. Kelly took me in a black room where unspeakable things happened. This is what they're saying about you.
Not true.
These aren't old rumors.
Not true. Whether they're old rumors, new rumors,
Why would they say
future
this about
rumors,
you?
not true.
Well, future rumors.
Kelly became much more emotional as Gail continued her questioning.
Now
There's
he
more of
flips.
that.
And correct me if I'm
Now's
wrong.
when he
that
flips.
You have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would
never
it be
held
for R.
anybody.
Kelly?
Really stupid. That's why this whole thing is insane.
Yeah, but you know that's the definition, R. Kelly. Is if you're criminally insane, then logic doesn't really dictate anything here.
With all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
Pretty stupid. You're being pretty. And then to also film it on VHS and then carry those tapes around with you would also be very stupid.
Oh, yes.
I didn't say you
That's
were holding.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
He's losing it. He's fucking.
What the fuck, man? That's stupid. You stupid.
He is fucking losing his shit.
Why are you so stupid?
Why are you gay?
Use your common sense. Don't forget.
Are you talking in a mirror, R?
The blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my
He is the
basement
typical
and
black hustler. Listen to him. It don't even make sense. Like, why would I want to keep these hoes chained up in my house? Like, that's crazy. I don't know why. I don't know because, see, I'm not a man who has any sort of an urge to keep women chained up in a house. So you have to explain it to me,
Right.
bud.
Don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
This man is fucking. I mean, he's always been a piece of shit, but he is just. It's fun. It's fun watching him fucking crack. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck this dude.
Oh, yeah.
No empathy for him. I'm getting nothing but joy out of this.
There is much, much more to this interview that will air on CBS this morning, tomorrow, and Thursday. Gail is on her way back from Chicago tonight.
After
Jerika
banging
Johnson joins
Oprah.
us now. Unreal, Jerika, some of what we saw.
By the way, I have the rest of the part that was on air if you want to hear it.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio,
I don't think
with two very bad knees.
What? Had a dream to rape girls and give them us. And I got to do my dream came true. Was that Mike Schmidt? Wait, which guy was that?
Mike Schmidt.
It's Mike
You
Schmidt.
got it. It was Mike Schmidt.
Okay. I always forget. I'm not a big baseball guy, but I'll never forget Mike Schmidt.
That guy is the best. All right.
I love that he gets mocked for having an honest moment in
I
his
know,
life.
poor
You know,
guy.
the poor guy's a vulnerable moment. He's retiring after an amazing career, and that's everybody's like, faggot.
You homo. I used to play baseball. We know, Mike.
My knees hurt. Oh, I'm like Tom Berenger's character immediately.
All right. So this is the College Republicans, PSU.
Oh God, I know it's unrelated, but I have to ask you because I don't even think we're gonna play it today. But did you see Nick Fuentes' video from CPAC?
No. What did he do?
It's so sad. I kept going like, did you see Nick Fuentes' video from CPAC? And everybody kept talking about Nick Fuentes' speech at CPAC, and I'm like, that doesn't add up. So I guess Nick Fuentes and some insurgent group of young edgy boys had their own CPAC outside of CPAC. It was so gay. And somebody filmed him like with a potato salt.
Oh no!
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail this segment. I didn't.
No. It's okay. It's okay. It's not.
Shit
we'll
is
get
so
to the-
uncomfortable.
We'll get to
This is so uncomfortable. So they had their own. And by the way, you know it's great when it's channels when your content's being hosted by people called the real McGoy. You know, because Goy, get it? Because the Jews call the people Goy.
I got it.
Get it?
Got it.
We should say Goy. in
Okay,
everything.
let's
Everything
go
needs
to
be
Gab.
Goy
Let's
puns.
go to Gab and say Goy.
Let's change the name to Revenge of the Goys.
Don't.
How about this? I got it. Goys of the Goys.
I like that.
Huh? Because you guys are fucking autistic. Yeah, but so everybody kept going, yeah, Nick Fuentes spoke at CPAC. And I'm like, without even seeing this, I went, no, the fuck he didn't. No, the fuck he did not. I already knew this. Sure enough, this shows up on my feed, and I'm like, that's not CPAC. That is the hotel lounge at some Marriott near CPAC.
Yeah. That's a Courtyard Marriott, by the way.
It's not even one of the good ones.
Yeah.
That's one of those Marriotts where it says bar but not restaurant, and you're like, oh boy, that's
Oh,
not.
man.
It's gonna be closed at 7:00 every night.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello to everybody in the room. Some of my closest personal friends.
You have a microphone or something? Like,
Well, why do you need a microphone when you have a powerful voice for the future of conservative youth?
Why doesn't he have a microphone?
He probably can't afford a microphone.
He can afford a microphone. How expensive? Dusty Bogan has a microphone.
Well, I don't know. He's got
Dusty Bogan has a microphone. Nick Fuentes can get a microphone.
But, I mean, you know, he's all those living expenses.
He lives at home, doesn't he?
Suit, the dry cleaning suit.
Those look like his dad's old suits. So, like, no, for real. Where's the money going?
It does look like a clip-on tie.
You know what he looks like in this?
He looks like somebody going with his dad to bring your kid to work day.
He looks like Steve Smith from American Dad, like just wearing a suit.
He really does.
He does.
He looks like Steve Smith.
Yeah, without the glasses, pretty much him. Hello, fellow conservatives.
He literally looks like I'm wearing daddy's suit.
Exactly.
So anyway.
He looks like when Tom Hanks at the end of Big shrunk down and the clothes was all big when he walked.
Oh, don't turn into a bunch of faggots now. Go, I like Nick the Knife. That's fine. I don't like anyone who talks like this. I don't trust or believe anyone who's constantly talking like this. Am I right? I mean, it's hard to connect with people on an emotional level when you talk like this all the time. Why don't you present like your arguments with a little bit of, I don't know, genuine afflection in your voice?
It was really annoying.
But it is. And
I
it's
know.
like, folks, I'm going to talk like this on my show all night because I wasn't raised by any sort of parental guidance. I basically just watched a lot of Coast to Coast FM.
I have a
and
show.
emulated what I thought human beings would talk like.
He used to have a co-host. I know they broke up. I have a new. He needs a co-host. The Dilly and Nick Fuentes Hour.
I hope this is just an excuse to get them both in a room.
Lock the door.
And then fucking light the whole building on fire.
By the way, speaking of just real quick, Kafifi Coffee posted something like what Kafifi Coffee does. They look at like verified Republicans or whatever and go, "We'll send you some of our coffee for free to try it out." Like they do that on Twitter all the time. And I replied, I was like, "We'll take some," and they never replied back to me.
Mean.
I don't know why. Sorry, Nick Fuentes.
And fans, it's great to see a lot of young faces. I have to see. I come to CPAC. I see a lot of.
Is this an Owen Benjamin comedy special?
No, this is much more high quality. And Nick is actually a good speaker.
Yeah, good point.
Boomers. I see a lot of people with the funny hats going on. A lot more of those than
a lot of talking like this again, because this is how normal people talk. I learned how to talk from a baseball announcer. Like that's he seems like he learns like Nick Fuentes talks like a guy who learned how to speak by watching baseball games.
Just a bit outside.
He like Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
Bob Uecker taught this guy how to talk. Folks, welcome to CPAC. Good to have everybody out with us here. That's the Cleveland Indians. They're 0-7. Like, it's just, what the fuck, dude? Nobody talks like, nobody who's connecting with people speaks that way.
I'll just say that much. So I'll start off by saying, look, and to me, it's Patrick Casey. We've been
For those keeping score at home, that's two libtards owned today.
Fucking Nick Fuentes is literally a living, breathing text-to-speech machine. You could put any belief system in. You could program any firmware into him, and he'll be like, "Folks, we're under attack by Islamic militants." He's just a fucking. He's an information kiosk. He's a living, breathing touchscreen interface, like just an information kiosk. Hi, welcome to Chicago CPAC. +1 if you'd like directions to the parking garage.
Politely in the chat, when's the magic trick start? Fuck, man, that's a good line.
All right, guys, for my first trick, I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience. This fucking asshole. Sick of him, too.
Oh, shit.
banned from CPAC. It's Faith Goldie. She's been banned as media.
Faith Goldie? Faith Goldie? Oh, we're fucked, dude.
Kind of turnout that we have. The people that are here, we're young, we're cool. The people that are going to
you're not.
No, nobody's ever. You've been accused of a lot of things, Nick the Knife. You've been accused of a lot of things, sir. I don't see the word cool getting thrown around a whole lot when it's.
Going to the Will Chamberlain.
You know what? He really is like a Reno, Nevada magician. Not LA, not Las Vegas.
Party, bunch of old weirdos. So I have to say, for the people watching at home, it's a very solid group of people. You can't...
All right, folks, for my next trick, I'm going to saw my audience in half by showing up late to my show for 20 minutes every night. Fucking hell, dude. He's like, dude, it's that Chicago fucking man cow. Everyone thinks you gotta talk like this.
Michael Savage?
Yeah, to get have the big game. Am I right? Like, it's just fucking morning zoo talk. Like, everybody who's mildly political and white in Chicago seems to have modeled themselves after fucking man cow, and it's disgusting.
He looks like a maitre d' on a cruise ship.
He also looks like a comedian on a cruise ship.
That's a good point. And don't forget the R-rated show tonight at midnight at the back of the boat. Come down to hilarities.
Nick the Knife over here looking like a young Mr. Smithers.
He does. He really does.
Can't see them. We don't want Jared Holt to dox them. But they are here. They are cool. You might have seen the class picture.
Notice how he made a joke, right? For specifically crafted for his niche audience.
Yeah.
And they still didn't laugh.
Yeah.
But so, if you've been following my...
Third guy says Nick is 19. Hey, faggot, Nick has been 19 since 2016. So figure that shit out. Nick has been 19 since the election. Stop that. I'm tired of hearing that. Nick's 19. He's been 19 years old since I was 29.
He's 20. He'll be 21 this year.
He's been doing that for fucking 3 years now. He's 19 years old. When does he turn 20?
He doesn't.
On Twitter, I've been having a bit of a rough time here. I'm sort of an undocumented attendee at CPAC. This is, like Patrick was saying, we have
Somebody said he's 37. He has Andy Milonakis disease. What? He looks like an old Jewish lesbian casino owner. Have you seen Andy Milonakis lately? He looks like an old. He looks like. Remember the casino? Remember the Jew casino owner in Ocean's 11? In Ocean's 12, remember the one that has the heart attack? Yeah. And they're all avenging him? That's what Andy Milonakis looks like now.
Transistor says, Nick has over 300 confirmed used car sales.
What do I got to do to get you into this ideology today? Huh? What do I got to do to get you into CPAC today? Let's go ahead and do the paperwork.
3 events about Israel. We've got 5 events about big business. We've got 1 event about immigration. Fascinatingly enough, they somehow made that also about Israel.
And all of these events are happening right here in the lobby of this Marriott. Courtyard Marriott.
Like they cared about undocumented immigrants until a little guy named Nick Fuentes showed up to CPAC without the proper badge. So you might have been following that, but I have
By the
to say
way,
there are 3
hey, Nick, you're not special. Literally, everyone gets thrown out of CPAC. Okay? Everyone. It's a gimmick. Patrick Casey tried that shit this year. Laura Loomer tried that shit this year. It's a private event. It's a very expensive private event. It's not because you're so edgy or you're an outsider. They're so afraid of you, man. Dave Goss. Dave Goss is a member of the 3 Percenters. Dave Goss is a right-wing guy, conservative, may hold one fringe belief or two, but for the most part, Dave's a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
But he's not considered mainstream conservative.
He did an
Dave
AM
Goss,
talk show.
but he's not. What I mean is he's not mainstream.
No.
He's not the CPAC image of a conservative. Dave Goss goes to every CPAC since we've met him. Dave Goss has never been ejected from a CPAC because he goes and he goes, oh, wow, look at that. Hi, nice to meet you. Very cool. We get a picture.
Takes a picture with Ann Coulter.
But you faggots go to get thrown out so that you can promote yourselves. Fucking Faith Goldie did it. Nick Fuentes did it. Fucking Laura Loomer did it this year. Patrick Casey, you saw us fighting with him a week ago because he's like, well, apparently my ticket isn't good enough and they're asking me to leave. And I'm like, Patrick, let's be fucking real with each other here. You went knowing that you're Patrick Casey from Identity Europa. You went knowing how it was going to end. So don't come on Twitter and then go, oh, like the Pokemon meme. We knew it was like, you don't fucking try to involve us in your schemes and try to get everybody, can you believe this shit? Yes, I do believe it. And you believed it. And you knew it when you got in the car and drove there. So stop. Stop it. You can't do 1488 goose stepping and then just stroll into CPAC because guess what? It's an expensive event. It's a private event. And they could just look at you and go, no, I don't want him in here. Get him the fuck out.
Right.
But I paid for a ticket. Yeah, cool. It says subject to being revoked. Get the fuck out. That is a private event. You're not being ejected from the town square. You're not being, you know what I mean? It's not like they're being thrown out of a courthouse or something and getting a gag order. You guys do that. It's a publicity stunt. The CPAC has turned into a cancerous magnet for fucking just e-celebs to go, I was ejected. Well, they didn't want you there. What do you want? I've been thrown out of many parties. and what do? We usually just go, this is gay. You want to go back to the hotel? Get a drink? Start editing footage. Sick of these people.
Well, moving on to what I was
Sorry,
going to play.
my
No, it's
bad.
okay. That's okay. I actually had fun tooling on him. College Republicans at PSU event gets shut down. So this is a college Republicans meeting at PSU, and these guys show up. Well, you'll see. They show up with bells.
Always white guys. It's always white people.
Of course it is.
It's always white neckbeards going, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Fuck you, Michael.
God, that's annoying.
Dude.
You ever want to punch somebody, but against a wall so their head fucking
Yes.
smashes
Smashes.
into the wall? I really want to do that to this guy.
Officer Hickey, are you going to step in? Everybody else. Officer Hickey, are you going to step in? Okay, let's all move up so we can hear Michael.
It's a karaoke
I was
version.
like, what the
It's
fuck?
a karaoke
I didn't know if
version.
that was in the video. I was like, why don't these cops ever do anything? Oh, Portland State. That's why. Portland.
Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Portland campus police. So could you imagine how cucked they are?
They'll probably arrest the conservative group. That's what'll happen. Look at this guy. Maybe this guy shouldn't be wearing that shirt anymore. What do you think?
Fuck him is not an argument. You may see.
Booker T's there? What?
You condone like the math people separating the people of prison.
I mean, I knew the violin player from Dave Matthews.
They need to learn something. You obviously don't know the facts when you walked in here, do you? As far as I can tell, I've been totally successful. I've shut this entire shit down all by myself. I guess that's one way to do it. Yeah. Hey, why'd you hit me, man? Why'd you hit me?
Okay, see, you don't. Why'd you hit me? Because you're ringing a bell over and over again in a closed room.
And by the way, he didn't hit you. What I would have done if I'd been there, would have been hitting you. It would have been mine. I would have done it right in front of the cop.
Didn't hit you. Hey, why'd you hit me? Why'd you hit me? No, why'd you hit me? Why'd you hit me? Why'd you hit me?
What is this guy doing though? Like, also, what is this? Either hit him or don't. Like, don't do that. Either hit him or don't.
Why'd you bump into me?
So there's a black dude apparently who was there for this,
And he's being attacked by this racist white student in a vicious hate crime.
I think the black dude's a conservative guy.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. Okay, good.
I don't like how polite these cops got to be. Like, I've been beaten by cops before. This is bullshit.
Look at the look on the cop's face right there. That's everybody. It's
Everyone
why.
works in Portland.
I don't understand, man. Like, this is one of these situations. They're having a meeting. You should kick them out for doing that. Like, that's not a.
They don't have laws in
Portland.
Yeah, they just don't. There's no rules.
The fucking so childish. These fucking people are so goddamn. What are you gonna do? Whose mind are you gonna change by ringing a bell? It's the same thing like we said. This is just the left version of, they do it because they want to be on these sites. They want to get attention. That's why they're doing it. They want to be filmed and they want to do this for attention.
You're blocking the. You're blocking our view here of the screen. Oh, that becomes
So now he's also blocking the projector on top of ringing
How are the
bell.
cops just letting this happen?
It really is unbelievable.
I'd have fucked him up by now.
By now you would have punched him.
I'd have fucked him up for the ringing alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
450 videos covering a ton of events.
What?
I said.
What?
This is so. Why are they letting this happen?
Is he doing the Stone Cold to him?
Yep. Fuck up. That's a different theater. Yep. Oh.
Why? And you know what, man? I'm sorry, but some of y'all conservatives are just fucking faggots. You really are. You're a bunch of fucking pussies. You should have put that man out of that room, and I don't give a fuck. Well, what about if we were gonna? There's a way to drag a soy boy out of a room like that without leaving any marks or harming him, without it turning into a felony. That is a guy who's easily fucking yanked up and put out of a room.
You're supposed to say, idiot.
So I posted a lot.
Yep. Is that it? Is that what you're hoping for?
They're just fucking let themselves get punked. You're fucking, you know what? Hey, conservatives out there in Portland and Berkeley and all these places. Stop putting these events on if you're going to be fucking shrunken-shouldered little fucking pussy beta males. Then don't do it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Is that it? Is that better?
Maybe.
Can I just speak forever? Yeah, I can. And I don't need water. I can just keep going. Even though... Oh.
This is what I mean, this cocked out. Here, have some water.
Have some water. We're going to show them that we don't stop speech. It's your private meeting. You can't stop speech.
By the way, if I would have offered him a water too, but I would have done it with my left hand, which is never a good sign.
Right.
If I offer you anything with my left hand, it's never a good sign. He would have been offered a water with this hand.
Right.
And as soon as he reached for it, he would have been out cold. Out cold. It would have been the end, and I would have continued the speech.
You're absolutely disgusting. No, I won't touch that. I don't know where that's been. I don't know how often.
You're the fucking disgusting heroin addict, leftist, possible homosexual.
Yeah, you're the one that showed up to this, you stupid idiot.
Grass with that hand, but I'm not gonna touch it. Woo!
He doesn't even have anything prepared but the bell. Like, he doesn't have tight five. What cape is he wearing? He has a cape on. Hold on.
It's been happening like for weeks now. There's been
What is this cape that he's
people
wearing?
riding around in trucks. They've been rolling up on trans people, gay
wearing, like,
people,
flannel
queer
like
people,
and because of the
Nowhere in Portland are people rolling up on trans people and screaming at them. Shut the fuck up, you fucking liar.
And you guys aren't going to, like again, if you're not going to stand up for your event, then don't have one. Just don't.
Like you're a real guy. They end up attacking people. Is that your friend? Is that
Yes, it's my friend, and now I hope they do it more.
you that's going around attacking people, or is that
Yes, it's me. It's me. This guy, I would have grabbed him by his fucking jacket and thrown him out of the room. Who was going to stop me? No, but seriously, how much does this guy weigh? Maybe what, a $130?
That's what I'm saying. You could have yanked him up and out. It would have taken 2 minutes, but instead they all want this they all want to be in this clip. They all want this. They're all faggots. I'm sick of
That
everybody.
just
I stand for the rights of everybody.
that does
I stand for the civil rights of everybody.
Ew! 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 Stop cucking to them, you fucking idiot!
That came to your speech last time you were here on campus.
I don't believe I've ever spoken on campus.
Oh, have you not?
I don't think so.
Weird. That's so weird.
Oh, weird. I don't know what to say now.
Oh, fuck. Breaking news.
What?
Alex Trebek has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
No!
That's not a good one either. Pancreatic
No,
cancer is the bad
that's
one.
what got Patrick Swayze. Damn, that fucking bummed me out.
My goodness, there's so much just going on. You know, you really can't. I'm not inciting violence.
Look at the cops. They're standing there.
Stating those things.
I'm just saying.
If you honestly believe in the First Amendment right, then why?
Why are you debating them?
Because they're Portland. They're all
this
trash. There are
fucking-
no conservatives in Portland. There are no right-wingers in Portland. It's just varying degrees of leftism. They're all faggots.
You're
That's
letting
the
this
answer.
guy put his balls in your mouth. He's winning, by the way.
They're Portland fags.
He went to your house and started fucking your wife, and you're watching. Oh, these guys are all pussies.
Had they not made the conscious
You
and
are
deliberate
a
decision
reactionary. You know,
to pick a
I'm
fight
not a
with someone on the
reactionary.
street, none
I
of this
think
would have
about
happened.
things before I take
I'm very
action.
thankful for
Clearly,
Brian
you
Drew.
don't think
Everybody
before you
stopped
act.
when he got
That's why
back.
you got arrested and charged. Because
So now he's trying to do some sort of interview on Facebook or whatever, and this guy's behind
you
him.
don't think before you act.
I followed my
Maybe
training.
you should
It's a
think
simple
before you
concept.
act next time. Think, Michael.
I did.
Think
I
before
did
you
make
act.
a deliberate
You
decision.
Why has he not been removed? So he got to take over the entire thing. The entire thing. And he got him kicked. They left the room. They left the room. They left their own event.
These are pussies. This is not. I don't have any respect for anybody that. And by the way, you don't have to fucking have these things on campus. You can have these fucking get-togethers and meetings, and you don't need to.
No, but
just,
the
they
same,
all need attention.
The same thing. Exactly the same thing. Why the groups have it on campus is because they want this to happen. Because they want Ben Shapiro to go. Guys, can you believe it? Can you believe what they're doing? Free speech? Can you believe? What's our group? He had a bell. That's what they want. You know. That's what they want. It's all attention. Want to see a? Yeah, we do this. Want to see what happens when a Jewish woman gets angry on a bus?
Stop! It's not looking good! Hashem's not calm. Man, you're like a disease! And the truth! And I don't want to try, so come on, get out of here! I wouldn't even stop. Let's go. What do you want, Goy? What do you want, Goy?
What do you want, Goy? Apparently.
He's the driver. He's the Goy!
What a Cro-Magnon head on this bitch.
Okay, he better be the driver. Why wouldn't you drive you around? Why wouldn't you turn your fucking car around? I wouldn't drive you around. What's your title to drive you around? You know there's been 2 suicide bus drivers in this city already.
Shut up.
The wall, man. You retarded girl. You're so retarded, man. Your brain is gonna turn to blood. I smell 770. May your brain turn to blood. May your
She's crazy, right?
Yeah, but she is also Jewish.
Okay, so she's both. Okay.
brain turn to blood.
Oh my God, Mike.
May your brain.
Sorry, like I'm cutting this short real quick. I had to introduce you to somebody real quick. I've been putting this off. Have you heard about this guy?
No, but this is why I keep getting this fucking comment in our stupid super chats at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I have no idea what this is.
So this guy, his name is Bob Hickman, right? And the name of his channel is God Has Entered My Body as a Body My Same Size. So let me introduce you real quick to him, and then
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you floating into me. It's the Holy Ghost baptism. I'm the only person alive on planet Earth that has the baptism of the Holy Ghost. It also fulfills in the Bible the second coming of Christ. I'm not Christ. I'm not Jesus.
So, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
The reason that this guy became, he's not even that big, but the reason people started talking about him was there was a bunch of videos on a bunch of different sites of him saying that same exact thing over and over again. So, in different languages too. So here, this is just another random video of Bob Hickman.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you or you floating into me. I'm putting up videos in most languages, and Google Translator is doing the speaking. And
so,
you're just saying the same phrase and everything?
No, but then that's the top of the level stuff. But when you really when he really goes into stuff, here, let me show you. He believes that God is really inside of him.
He's got a sick bowl cut, by the way. I like his.
Dude,
I like
it's dope. You like his style?
I like his fucking Dylan Roof kind of homage. Or maybe Dylan Roof was copying this guy.
God entered my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you or you floating into me. The Bible says, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. Does that mean I am the only person on this earth that belongs to God? That's what the Bible says. I know.
It sounds like he's doing this at a house party, which makes it even worse. Like in the back.
This sounds like babbling from. Remember that Paul O movie Gap?
Yes.
This sounds like Paul O.
The one that Louis C.K. loved.
Yeah, with Fred from Brooklyn's daughter's titties hanging out in the background.
So he is. He also wrote a book. The book, you're gonna like the name of his book.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you or you floating into me. I wrote a book. God entered into my body like a body my same size. You can.
Good title for his book. Mike, there's a good title for his book. Now people were telling me that Pot Awful has done some stuff on this guy, so I want to get more information. I found him just because someone sent him to me.
Is he one of Jesse's goons?
I believe so.
You can get the book by clicking on the link below the video on this YouTube.
Oh, by the way, he's married. He's married because he mentioned that he's married.
Well, do we see the woman?
there's some videos where you do see a woman, but it looks like it's his mom. So then he goes online and then he'll have it translated.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating into you or you floating into me. My name is Bob Hickman. I've got God inside my body right now. My skin feels electric. It vibrates.
Okay.
It feels very hot. I drink about 3 gallons of fountain drink every day.
That's a lot. It's too much soda, man.
That's a lot of soda, dude.
God can move my hands, lips, mouth where I can. God is terrorizing and attacking me. I'm the only person on the planet that's got the Holy Ghost baptism. Nobody will get it until I die. And I think I'm going to be the very last one. That almost makes me the biblical Elijah. But what it didn't say in the Bible was that Elijah was the one.
Is anyone keeping an eye on this fucking guy?
And by the way, this is recent stuff. Like, he's been doing it the past couple of years, but I mean, if you go to his videos, like that's some older stuff. But if you go to his videos and you sort by date added, like newest first,
he's starting to post a lot again.
He's starting to post a lot more videos, and then some of these videos, what he does is he translates them.
Ο Θεός έχει εισέλθει στο σώμα μου, ως το σώμα ενός αγγέλου, με το ίδιο μέγεθος. Αυτό είναι το βάπτισμα με το Άγιο Πνεύμα.
So
Ο Θεός
he's been
είναι
translating
το
them in
πνεύμα.
different languages and just posting them over and over again.
So who's this guy gonna kill?
This guy is not one of these fun crazies. This guy is one of these troubling crazies, right? One more, just one more. This is the watch. Come on, man, that's not the one. Here, it should be this one right here. There we go.
God entered into my body like a body my same size, like me floating.
We
into
heard
me,
you!
into me.
Hey, Mike,
we heard you.
God entered my body.
I know.
It's the Acts 2:38 Holy Ghost born again baptism, and I want to speak how God treats me, and it is not something I promise that you're going to want to hear. In the Bible, God appeared to Job and called him perfect. But Job said to God, "Thou terrifiest me in dreams. Thou fillest my face full of wrinkles." God inside of me causes my face muscles to tighten up. And God inside me causes my tightened face muscles to move this way.
I don't
move that
recall
way.
Job ever saying these.
Yeah, he did when he
things,
was
but
in the whale.
That's Jonah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry.
God jerks my head one way, then the other way. I lay in bed at nights, try to sleep, and I feel my whole head jerking this way and jerking that way. It's like God's
watching
sending
Rocky
little-
in the background, actually.
Yeah,
He's watching Rocky 4.
Is it Rocky 4?
It's Rocky 4.
Oh my God! Good ear,
He's
Mike.
fighting Drago right now.
electric beams down into my face muscles. I guess hitting them pressure points,
Yeah.
causing me to flop
when he's
like
fighting
a
Drago.
Yeah.
fish. I see the Lord in visions while all this goes on, and he says, "Backslide, perish. I'm going to cause you to do."
Schizophrenic? Are we thinking schizophrenic with this guy? Because this isn't a bit.
Yeah, this is schizophrenia.
This is schizophrenia.
It's spottable schizophrenia.
Yeah. Well, we'll give you more updates as they arise with this guy. I've been working.
Great. He's going to kill people.
More, we'll let you know when he's on major news organizations.
It's going to be your fault.
Tonight. Let me check. Let me see right now. Let me know if I'm doing a hippo juice tonight. Mike, will you be doing a Nightwave tonight?
I don't know, maybe.
Dude, Daywave just got approved.
Did it?
I got monetized. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, finally. God damn, it took long enough. Anyway, youtube.com/Daywave Live, the now monetized Daywave Live. And Nightwave, of course. Will you do one after Hippo Juice?
We'll see.
Okay.
I might do like a little shill stream type thing.
Those are fun.
We'll find out.
I think I will be doing Hippo Juice tonight unless it changes. So I hope to be there. YouTube.com/MoreLikeRadio. YouTube.com/MoreLikeRadio. Subscribe there to watch that tonight. Anything else we need to plug? I don't think so.
I guess we'll see you when we see it.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Revenge of the Sis.